Greetings, one and all. Welcome back to NHL 17 franchise mode with your Columbus Blue Jackets. Yes, we are back here again. We managed to have the best team in the Eastern Conference in our first year at the helm of the Blue Jackets. Unfortunately, though, we lost in the first round of the playoffs to the Florida Panthers. It was a very disappointing end to the playoffs for the team. But we did okay. We managed to get to the playoffs. That was the primary aim. And we lost in the first round. That's a shame. But we've got a lot of good young guys that will hopefully be better overall, have some better skills for next year. And I think next year we can take a good, long post-season run, I think. So, we are now up to the draft of the 2017 draft, I would say. Nolan Patrick, of course, likely to be the first overall pick of the draft. However, done a bit of research outside of the series, and I figured out a way to trade David Clarkson. So, what we're going to do is going to go trade and improve. Before we start the draft, this is going to be our first thing of the episode. We're getting rid of some dead salary cap space. So, we're going to trade him to Anaheim. We're going to trade David Clarkson. Let's just bring him up. 80 overall at 30. He's got 4 years left on a $5.250 million contract. We don't need that. We've got plenty of players that can play in that position. Like, we've got Bjorkstrand that can play there, and he's earning next to nothing. Then we also need to throw in a 6th round pick from this year's draft. And what we can do is we can get it for a 4th round pick from this year's draft, I believe. So we can go David Clarkson and a 6th round pick for a 4th round of the Anaheim Ducks. However, the only thing that we need to do is we need to retain about 45% of David Clarkson's salary, which I know is a massive pain. I know some of you might disagree with this, but we're retaining about $2.350 million worth of salary cap. That's roughly half, just under half. That extra $2 million could be used on the extra money made to get a star player on the team. I really think that we should do this. Sure, we'll have a bad salary cap or $2.350 million down for the next 4 years, but I would rather do that with the salary cap growing rather than keeping him on the team as an 80 overall that doesn't really need to be there. So Clarkson and 45% of his salary cap retained by us and a 6th round pick for this year's draft in exchange for the Anaheim Ducks 4th round pick of this year's draft. Will that go through? Of course it will. There you go. So Scott Harrington's upset that Clarkson's been traded, as is McElhaney. Well, I don't care, because we didn't need that deadweight. So, we move now to the draft. Let's get ready for our draft day, boys. So we went out in the first round. We'll probably have a low 20s, high teens pick. We have the 25th pick of the draft. Right, okay. So, Henrik Sedin's decided to retire. We'll go and have a look at our 25th overall pick of the draft. We'll also have a look at who's drafted first and see what's going on. So, just to double check, in round 1, Nolan Patrick went 3rd to the Detroit Red Wings. Wow. I mean, we've got Agostini, a top 9 forward, Avery, a top 9 forward, Liljegren went to the New York Rangers, Vesalainen went to the Arizona Coyotes, Comtois went to Anaheim, Ramison went to New Jersey, Foote went to Philadelphia, and Poboguev or whatever. Right, so let's make our pick. Let's have a look here, ladies and gentlemen. I think we could do okay here. We just need to draft properly. We're missing a couple of wingers, I think in terms of our draft, or in terms of our team pool. We've got plenty of time to make a pick, so it's not a problem. So we've got Bokvist, top 9 forward. I think I drafted him in my other one. He's only got some league interest. Let's have a look at Morand. Morand is 18. We've scouted him 4 times, and he is a high top 9 forward, 18 years old. Bokvist is a high top 9 forward, 18 years old. Now, he's only been scouted 3 times, whereas Morand's been scouted 4 times. So I'm going to go with A. Morand. Let's pick this guy up. He is a medium top 6 forward. Okay, that's not too bad. I think his prediction was a high top 9 forward anyway. So a medium top 6 forward. I'll take that with the 25th pick of the draft for us. Not too bad at all, I think. I will take that tremendously. So we have the 55th pick of this round, or this draft. So let's take a look. Let's see what we got. We don't want to draft another centre. Lind. Okay. Pardon me. He's a high top 9 forward. 2nd or 3rd round. Sure, we'll pick him up. High top 9 forward. Low top 6 forward. Okay. So he's probably going to live up to his high top 9 forward. And he might be able to go more than that. Considering the people before us got an AHL top 6 forward, I'm quite happy with my choice there. I've got to be honest. So the 85th pick of the draft. I'm not interested in picking up any goalies whatsoever. We have plenty of goalies on our team. So let's look at the potential here. AHL top 6 forwards. Let's take a look at where the projected players are supposed to go as well. 3rd, 4th round. I don't think I scouted this guy, did I? I did not scout Yoki Haruja, whatever his name is, at all. 3rd, 4th round grinder. We scouted him twice. He's 20 years old, though, so this is the last year of his thing. 21 years old. Oh, you can be 21 and be drafted? Oh, yeah, of course you can. I think it's up to, like, 22 or something, isn't it? So all of those guys, we'll go for the 18-year-old then, because all the rest of them are, like, 20 years old. So he's a medium top 6 defenseman. Wow, we took a bit of a gamble, and he might actually make the team at some point. So I'm quite happy with that. The 7th pick of round 4. This is the Anaheim Ducks pick that we received in that trade, sending Clarkson away. Yeah, the main focus for the free agency, I think, is just to keep the majority of the team together and add small pieces. So we are in the 4th round. He's a 5th round pick. We scouted him 4 times. So we might be able to nab him in the next round. Kuznetsov, he's a 4th, 5th round pick. High AHL top 6 forward at 19 years old. We'll give it a try. Take a gamble on Kuznetsov. He is a medium bottom 6 forward. Okay, well, welcome to the Columbus Blue Jackets organisation, Kuznetsov. Low bottom 6 forward, medium AHL top 6 forward went before us. The 115th pick of the 2017 draft. Let's have another look, see what's going on here. We might be able to nab that 5th round pick. Yep, I think this was the one, wasn't it? Yeah, he's 20 years old. We'll take a gamble on him. High AHL top 6 forward, low bottom 6 forward. Okay, to get that in round 4, I'm quite happy with that. A player that could potentially play, but nothing too crazy. So we have the 25th pick of round 5. I think we've got... we haven't got our 6th round pick, so I think this is our penultimate pick of the 2017 draft. So let's take a look at what else we've got here. LeBerge. He's an AHL bottom 6 forward, supposedly. We've got Storm, AHL top 6 forward. How many times have we scouted him? 3. He's 20 years old. He's in the SHL again. We'll go, not the league interest, I want to go projected. Have a look at where projected players sitting. 5th, 6th round. Aegon, he's a defenseman. He's French. Ooh. Yeah, you know what? We'll take a gamble on him. Why not? And he is a 7th defenseman. Medium 7th defenseman. I'll take that. Why not? My scouting seems to be going quite well here, and I'm gambling on some pretty decent players. You've got to use a combination of where the scouts have found them and where they are projected to go in the draft as well. That's how you manage to nab all the good players. And now I think this is our last pick of this draft. Let's make sure we pick up somebody decent then. So quite a lot of these players might be projected to go undrafted. So we've got an AHL top 6 forward there. Also, we're potentially... oh, no, wrong one. I didn't mean to do that one. I meant to do this one. Any normal drafted? Nope. Okay, so they're all predicted to go undrafted, roughly. Because they're right at the end of the draft. So we'll take Storm. AHL top 6 forward. Low bottom 6 forward. We picked up a low bottom 6 forward. And, oh wow, there are a couple of medium bottom 6 forwards picked up in the 7th round. So we took Morand in the 1st round. Lind, Yoki Haruju, something like that. Kuznetsov, Tulanen, Agon, and Storm. Awesome. So we've got ourselves a nice 2017 draft class for the Columbus Blue Jackets. No goaltenders, you will notice, because I don't think we need them. Right, so we're going to the re-sign phase. Not many players need to be re-signed. 12 players. Okay, so Korpisalo needs to be re-signed. That is a big priority, I would say, for this team. So we have $13 million to spend. We've got retained salary and buyout penalties sitting there. 1 retained salary, so nothing too crazy. Right, let's just go position by position, see if we need to re-sign anybody. Let's take a look. So, let's go overalls. So, Dubinsky, he's staying with the team. Wenberg, I would definitely like to re-sign you. You want $4 million for 3 years. Okay, so if we go, well, 4.050, we're going to do the whole 85% of what they're asking for. 85% is about 3.425 or 4.425. So if we go $3.50 million for 3 years for you, Wenberg. Sam Garnier, I wouldn't mind re-signing you, but for $2 million, I don't think so. We'll leave you off the... That could actually be the extra salary that we've got back from David Clarkson leaving. William Carlson, definitely, you will get a contract, my friend. $2.2 million you want, well, $2.190 million for 2 years. Okay. Well, 85% of that is about 1.90. If we could get him for that for 2 years, that would be tremendous. And Gregory Campbell, I think this guy needs a contract. I mean, if we take a look at last year's stats, he had 19 goals last year. Considering the year before, he had 11 points, 12 points. He had 36 points last year. He's getting another contract. Gregory Campbell, welcome back to the Columbus Blue Jackets. I'll give you a $1 million contract for 1 year, see if you'll take that. Broadhurst, 75 at 24. Sure, we'll give you a 2-way contract. Tynan, 72 at 25. Maybe not. Stenlund, 71 at 20. Sure, I'll give you a contract. You're meant to be a medium top 9 forward. Right, so there are all the centres done. Sean Bergenheim. I would actually like to give Bergenheim another contract. He played very well for us. I was quite happy with that. Baboon Jenner, Brandon Sard, Heinekainen, or whatever his name is. We'll give him a 2-way contract. Gallant, nope, you don't need to join. Yeah, we will re-sign Bergenheim then. So Bergenheim wants $3 million for 3 years. Oh, how much would he want for one? Oh, he'd want $4 million for 1 year. Okay. So let's try and do a 1-year contract for No. Okay, we'll try a $2 million. We'll try a 2-year contract because that massively reduces the amount of money he asks for. Because a one-year contract he wants loads, but for a 2-year contract we can get it for about 2.875 million. I'm happy to sign Bergenheim to that because he played quite well for us. Josh Anderson, I'll give you a contract, of course. 2-way contract, very nice of you, my friend. Storm, 66 at 20, and Lind was 57 at 18, so a couple of guys there. Now over here, defenseman, Scott Harrington, I'd definitely like to re-sign him. Would he be interested in a 2-way contract? No, but he's interested in a less than $1 million contract. Golubov, 77 at 27, don't think so, mate. Kukin, 72 at 23, sure, I'll give you a contract. 70 at 26 for Yavenko, nope. 69 at 20 for Valino. Sure, you can get your entry-level deal. Ruop, 64 at 21. Sure, I need to make sure I sign some AHL guys. So otherwise, our AHL team's going to massively slack. And then goaltending. We have 3 different goaltenders we need to sign. Korpisalo, definitely. We are definitely re-signing Korpisalo. Can we get him on a 7-year deal? That would take him till he's 30. That would be quite useful, but then again, I don't think I have the salary cap for it. So $5.4 million, 85% of that is about 4.59. So we're managing to shave off quite a sizable amount of that contract. I mean, if we manage to sign everybody back, that would be brilliant. And Merzalinkis, yeah, we'll definitely re-sign you, 80 at 23. I think that makes perfect sense. $1.1 million is a 1-way contract. You'll be stuck in the AHL this year, mate, but if you keep growing, then you might get a start. And then Forsberg, wait, question is, 78 at 24, 76 at 23. Because I don't really want to sign McElhaney again. He's 75 at 34. So yeah, we'll sign Forsberg again. He's on a 2-way contract. He knows where he's going to play this year. So if we just advance a day, see where all of our players have decided to sign, hopefully everybody will have enough cap space and enough contract spots for everybody to sign. So advancing the day, Harrington's back. Anderson's back. Carlson is back. Wenberg's back, perfect. Korpisalo's back, tremendous. Campbell's back, yes, my 19-goal scorer. Forsberg is back. Heinekainen is there. Kukin, Broadhurst. Bergenheim's back, tremendous. Ruop, so the roster's full. Stenlund, Venino, Merzalinkis. Right, so the majority of players that we signed have returned. Only one player couldn't re-sign. We've got $1.5 million of cap space. Ugh. Okay. So if we look at our centres, if we take a look at the centres, we've got Dubinsky as the first-line centre, Wenberg, Carlson, and Gregory Campbell as our centres. Dubois might be ready to play this year. If Dubois is ready to play, that'd be tremendous. He's 76 at 19 years old. What was his year like last year? Oh, he doesn't have the stats because he didn't play in the N or AHL. So hopefully he'll be ready to go next year. That would be brilliant. Like 19 years old, if he grows to about an 80, he can definitely start on the roster. He'd be a much cheaper alternative. Sam Gagner, I'm sorry I don't have the money for you, mate. I apologise. It was nice having you on the team. You played relatively well. You're playing well in the real league, but sorry, mate. Then we have Boone Jenner, Brandon Sard, Bergenheim's back, and Sonny Milano. Hopefully he can grow to an 80 by next season. That would be great. We'll have to sign him next year, though. Right wingers, we've got Foligno, Atkinson, Calvert, Bjorkstrand. I wouldn't mind trading Calvert because he's 81. Bjorkstrand is definitely going to play this season. If we can get Anderson on the team as well, Calvert might have to go as well. I'm not sure. Defensemen, we've got Jones, Savard, Johnson, Murray, Prout, Harrington. Well, Harrington and Werenski will hopefully be 83s by next season. If they are, that would be brilliant. Then Prout can be 7th defenseman. That would sort us out tremendously. Then goaltending, we're pretty much set on that department as well. Hopefully Korpisalo will grow to like an 88 this season. If we rock an 88 and an 89 at the goaltending department, that would be amazing. So Bobrovsky, I'm thinking about moving Bobrovsky, but I'm not going to move him until I know what Korpisalo's rating is at the start of next season. We might move him at some point, but I don't want to risk only having an 86 in goal as a starter as opposed to an 89. They are earning over $13 million, both goaltenders for us. But having a look at this, if we look at centres, so centres, we're not very strong on the centre position, I wouldn't say. We've got an 87 Dubinsky, but an 87 is more of a second-line centre you want. Wingers, we've got two 87s, an 84, and hopefully an 80 in Milano, so that should be fine. Right wingers, we've got an 86, 85. Hopefully Bjorkstrand will grow a little bit more, and hopefully Anderson will be an 80 by this season. So that's not too bad. Defence is where we really shine. That is where we've got a solid group on the defensive core. Seth Jones has risen to a 90 overall. That's brilliant. Thank you, Seth Jones. And then Bobrovsky, Korpisalo. So, having a look at this, I think we need to... It depends who's out there in the free agency, I think. So if we advance to the free agency, and we'll see what's available. If there's any like first line centre, we can always make a trade. If there's going to be a trade made, Dubinsky would probably be the guy that goes. I don't really want to blow up the roster too much, but it may be something we have to do. Because we're keeping all the young guys on the team, and we just need to make sure we know what's going on. So, if we take a look at the sign free agents section, there's probably a couple of highly touted free agents this season. TJ Oshie, right winger, 88, don't really need that. Tyler Johnson, 87 overall. He wants $6.5 million. I can't really do that. Okay, so there isn't like a 90 overall guy that's available. So that's not too bad, actually. We won't blow up the roster then. I don't think that's necessary. If we take a look at the goaltenders, see what's available. We could always pick up like a solid goal. Brizgalov, okay? Brizgalov's the best goaltender that's available. So I don't think we really need to worry too much about that. If we just... So, defensively, I don't need to make any changes defensively. My defensive core is absolutely fine. Centre is where the issue is. If we could pick up a guy like... Oh, Brian Boyle would be solid as a pickup. Because... But the only thing is we've only got $1.5 million. Okay, so if we trade away Matt Calvert... Yeah, if we trade him away, and then we could pick up somebody like Brian Boyle to play in our bottom six. That's an 81 going up to an 83. That would be very helpful. Okay, we're going to try and trade Matt Calvert. So we're making pretty much bottom six changes at the moment. Just bottom six, deal with the bottom six, see what we can do there. So, first day of the free agency, let's trade Matt Calvert away. Get a bit of cap space there. So he's a left winger, I believe. No, he's not. He's a right winger. Matt Calvert. So the Anaheim Ducks are interested in him. I've already given them a player. So quite a lot of teams are very interested in him. We'll trade him to Buffalo, maybe, shall we? Can we get a skaters matching the block? None. We'll try and pick up a draft pick for it then. Can we pick up a 4th overall pick and maybe a 5th as well? Is that stretching too much? Matt Calvert for Buffalo Sabres 4th and 5th picks of next year. Oh, wow, that did actually go through. Wow, I'm impressed. Nice, thank you very much. So we've got ourselves a couple more draft picks for next year. Awesome. So, got an extra bit of cap space there. Let's try and sign Brian Boyle then, because Campbell can always play on the wing, I'm thinking. So, Brian Boyle, we've got $2.9 million worth of cap space. I'm going to offer you $2.5 million for 2 years. There you go, Brian Boyle. You might complain that it's not enough money, but if that's the only contract offer you get, then you may as well sign, you know. So, if we advance a few more days... Yep, Brian Boyle has joined the Columbus Blue Jackets. He spent time with the New York Rangers. He spent time with the Tampa Bay Lightning. And now he is a member of the Columbus Blue Jackets. He's spent pretty much his entire career with the Eastern Conference. And he's back in the Metropolitan Division. So, we've got about $1.2 million salary cap left. Let's see if there's any... oh no, we want to look at potential, don't we? We want to see if there's any, like... good prospects we could pick up. Melker Karlsson. Okay, 80 at 26. Nah, I won't go for that. Milosh, 67 at 19. Sure, we'll give him a contract, I think. Might complain that there's not enough space. We'll give him an entry-level contract. Eric Howler. 83 at 26. Andre Schuster. Nope. 82, 26. Jared Cowan. Nope. 78. Nope. No. McGinn. No, thank you. Galiev. No. 77, 24. Lesio. Oh, yeah, Lesio. Lucas Lesio. He's meant to be a fourth-line forward. 77 overall. 24 years old. I'll take a chance on him. He can always play in the AHL if necessary. Oh, wait. Oh, right, he's a restricted free agent, but because we're offering him such a low amount of money, chances are he won't be... we won't have to give up anything in compensation. Okay, so Milosh has rejected our offer. He went and signed with Tampa Bay. Fair enough. Lesio has accepted his offer, but we need to see if the... decided to join... Yeah. We need to see whether his team will retain his salary, really, or retain his contract. They've chosen to match the offer. Okay, so Lesio is staying with the Edmonton Oilers. Okay, so this is just kind of looking at depth, guys. I might wait till the start of the season, see what's available. Because at the moment, we haven't really got anything crazy. Melker Karlsson would be a nice pickup, actually. He's 80 at 22. I have a feeling... Is he on low morale or something? Because Melker Karlsson never usually drops to an 80. So this could actually be a really awesome steal. If we could pick him up for 1,100... Well, 1,001.95. If we could pick him up for that much, I don't think we will. But if we could, that would be tremendous. If he doesn't have a contract by the start of next season, I might still see if I could pick him up at the start of the season. Yeah, haven't offered me the dollars I feel I'm worth. Okay, so let's try and make a trade here of about $1 million. I'm just getting rid of a depth guy because Melker Karlsson's usually at about an 84. And that would really help out our team. So if we just look at salaries. So we do it in order. Right, have we got any $1 million guys over here? We do have Gregory Campbell. Scott Harrington, Bittner, no. Dalton Prout. Okay. Which other defensemen do we have? Because we won't have a 7th defenseman then, will we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so they're both at 81. Yeah. We won't have an extra guy. Well, I mean, Hetherington maybe. 77 at 22. If he keeps growing, he might be ready to play 7th defenseman next year. Depends. He's a minor top 2 defenseman. Right, if we can get rid of Dalton Prout, that would be awesome. Get some cap space to sign Melker Karlsson. Send him to the Columbus Blue Jackets for some of their draft picks. See if we can nab a 3rd from them. 3rd round pick. So, Dalton Prout for a 3rd round pick from this year's draft from the Carolina Hurricanes. Will that go through? No, it won't. Okay. We'll try something else then. If we could get a 4th, a 5th, and a 6th, maybe? If we just nab some of these, like, depth picks. Okay, so, Dalton Prout for 4th, 5th, and 6th round picks from the draft. Hang on a minute. It won't let me propose the trade. Okay, right, well, I had a bit of a bug there. Okay, we'll set it up again then. Right, brilliant. So 4th, 5th, and 6th round picks of the draft. See if that works for us. Okay, so Dalton Prout for a 4th, 5th, and 6th round pick from the Carolina Hurricanes. Will that go through? There we go. Wow. They overpaid quite a lot there, actually. And we've got loads of picks going into this year's draft. So we'll try and sign Melker Karlsson now. We should have the extra money. I am stacking myself on offense and depth offense because we kind of need to. So if we go down this way, he should be here somewhere. Should be here. Wait, has it? He's already signed, hasn't he? Oh, no, he has. Oh, thank goodness. I thought he'd already signed. Oh, Jesus, I got so scared there. Right, I'll offer you $1.5 million for 2 years there, Melker Karlsson. This is going to be your redemption contract. You haven't had a very good go. I mean, you were on the San Jose Sharks team that had a really bad start to the season. So, hopefully you can pick it back up, being 84 again. Fresh start, Melker Karlsson. Welcome to the Columbus Blue Jackets, my friend. Right, so I think we need to sim all the way to the start of the season. We've pretty much signed everybody we need to. We'll go to the start of the season. We'll get through the free agency. And then we'll sort out the roster, see what's going on. Hopefully we will have a situation where we've got a stacked team, right? Seth Jones at a 90 overall at like 23. That is exactly what we wanted. We've got our star defenseman at the moment. And then we've got Savard. I think Savard's growth is going to stop this year. Jack Johnson, I think his contract's running out this year, so he'll be on the trade block for us. He'll probably be a trade deadline move if we have one. But yeah, so we had a record of 51, 28, and 3 last season. Let's see if we can repeat that success. Could you imagine if we had a 60 win season? That would be tremendous. I don't think it's going to work that way. But what I'm going to do before we start any actual games of the season in next episode, I am going to set the game options to 20-minute periods as opposed to just 5 minutes. Because Chelfan, hey Chelfan, you're right, mate. Shout out to you, my friend. He mentioned that the statistics for players' points and like more realistic points come if you put it at 20-minute periods. And because I'm not playing the games anyway, that's not really an issue. So yeah, we'll do that then. I think that would be a good idea. The Cleveland Monsters had a very good season as well. So a lot of growth hopefully from the AHL squad. 52, 20 and 4. They play less games than the NHL by about 8 or 7 maybe. So yeah, we're into September. We're looking like we're ready to start playing. So we'll probably have promotion nights and shit to deal with first. But I'm very, very happy with how well this team did last year. It's a shame that we didn't get past the playoffs. But I think this year is the year where we have a deep playoff run. I'm hoping Melker Karlsson has risen up back to an 83 or an 84. Because then his contract will be tremendous. Adding $127,000 added to extra stuff. Right, owner goals. What are our goals? We're a playoff hopeful team. To be a serious contender, I want us to improve our top 6 forward group. I want us to win our regular season home opener. I want us to average at least 85% concession fan happiness. Well, I'll try my best there. So, if we just simulate up to... Let's take a look before we start pre-season on the players that we've got. So, if we go to manage rosters and we'll go roster moves... Take a look at what's going on here. So, roster moves, we'll go centres. So, centres, we have Dubinsky. There he is. Melker Karlsson, 83. Melker Karlsson, 83. He went from an 80 to an 83. That's brilliant. So, we've got Dubinsky, William Karlsson, Wenberg, Melker Karlsson, Brian Boyle. Now, Campbell will probably play on the wing, potentially. Who's got the better face-off stats? Face-off, 83. Face-off, 84. So, okay, maybe Boyle plays on the wing. Then we've got Boone Jenner, Brandon Saad, Sean Bergenheim, Heinekainen. Right, Milano, he's a minor scorer. He's 80 overall, but a minor scorer. So I do kind of want to leave him down there. Yeah, if we want the best growth from him, we want to leave him down there. So Heinekainen, you can leave. Right wingers, Foligno, Atkinson, Josh Anderson's a 79. Bjorkstrand, he's a depth forward. Welcome to the team, Bjorkstrand. You're going to play an 82 overall. Then defence, we've got Seth Jones, Savard, Johnson, Murray. Harrington's at an 83, absolutely brilliant. And then Varensky's at an 83 as well. I wanted them to grow to 83s, didn't I? And then minor depth defenseman, 74, will drop you. And Hetherington, he's 22 years old. He's a minor top 2 defenseman. Ugh. Now I've got the choice. You're 23 years old. You're 22 years old. Ramage, you're 26 years old. Okay, so you will be our depth defenseman. 75 overall. But, you know, so Bobrovsky. Korpisalo's at an 87 overall. I'm happy with that. And then Merzalinkis, he's an 82. Bloody hell. So if we send you down as well. Right, so if we go best lines, then we'll just take a look at this roster. So... this roster, we have Boone Jenner, Brandon Dubinsky, Cam Atkinson on the first line. Then Brandon Saad, Alexander Wenberg, and Nick Foligno on the second line. Then we have Sean Bergenheim, William Karlsson. Is he meant to be he's a third scoring line forward? Yep, okay. And Bjorkstrand on the third line. Then Gregory Campbell, Brian Boyle, and Josh Anderson on the fourth line. Only difference I want to make, I want to bring in Melker Karlsson. I think it would be much better to have Melker Karlsson playing. He has 60 face-offs, so him playing on the wing would probably be a lot better. That's actually solidified this group tremendously. He's a depth forward, so we'll play him on the fourth line. You're a second line forward. Atkinson is a second line forward. Boone Jenner, second line forward. Brandon Saad, second line forward. I'd rather have Brandon Saad on the second line because he's a medium elite, so he'll hopefully grow a little bit more. Third scoring line forward, and a third. So yeah, our third line should be a scoring line. Bergenheim, William Karlsson, and Melker Karlsson. I don't think they're brothers. I don't think so. And then we've got Gregory Campbell, Brian Boyle, Oliver Bjorkstrand on the third line. That's brilliant. Okay. I mean, we're a little bit weak on the top six. I can understand where the coach is coming from, but our bottom six is solid. And then defensively, we have David Savard, 88, Seth Jones, 90, Jack Johnson, 87, Ryan Murray, 86, Werenski, and then Scott Harrington. Nice. Okay, so the only difference I'd make here, Savard, I'd like you to play there. Jack Johnson will get you playing first line time. Oh, you're a top 4 defenseman. Yep, top 4 defenseman, and you're a top 2 defenseman. Okay. And then Werenski, you're a top 6 defenseman. Harrington, you're a top 6 defenseman. I love that defensive core. That defensive core is absolutely tremendous. And then here we have Bobrovsky still at an 89 and Korpisalo at an 87. So, I'm thinking Bobrovsky will be moved at the deadline. $7 million contract, 2 years left. Korpisalo, he's on a roughly $5 million contract for 3 years. I think Bobrovsky's going to be going at the deadline, lads. Sergei Bobrovsky, we're going to have to say goodbye to you, my friend, at some point this season, I think. Now, we'll take a look at captains and jerseys. Let's have a look, shall we? So, Dubinsky, Jenner, and Foligno. Yep, that makes... Actually, instead of Boone Jenner, I'd like to put Seth Jones as the extra alternate captain. I think he's ready for it. At 90 overall, I think he's ready for it. So, let's... I will sim to the start of the season just before we start the next episode. So, that means I'm going to end the episode here then, folks. We managed to do the draft and the preseason. Took a little while, but it's the first time in the last few episodes we've actually had a proper long episode. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share, watch some of my other videos. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.